In the muted dawn of Easter Monday, 2011, the tranquil streets of Nottingham, East Midlands, were shattered by the cacophony of fire alarms. Clouds of thick, acrid smoke billowed over Georgia Drive, Redhill, casting ominous shadows over the typically serene neighborhood. When the dense gray haze was subdued by the determined firefighters, the horrific remains of a once cozy home were revealed. The skeletal remains of the building seemed to weep soot as the sun began to break, casting an eerie glow on the scene. Lying amidst the charred ruins was the lifeless form of Jacqueline Bartlem, her figure eerily highlighted by the rising sun. Miraculously, her two sons had escaped the raging fire's grip. But it would soon transpire that the Inferno was not the sole villain of this macabre Easter tale. The gloomy interior of the medical examiner's office offered a chilling revelation. Jacqueline's end hadn't come by fire, but by brutal force. Her demise was deliberate, a chilling orchestration meant to look accidental. Suspicion loomed over the household, with the heart of the investigation focused on her two sons. Daniel, the elder at 14, spun a tale of a rogue intruder who had broken in, a narrative his younger sibling refused to corroborate. The interrogating room's atmosphere grew thick, the fluorescent lights above humming menacingly as Daniel's facade crumbled, revealing a truth more harrowing than any intruder tale. On that fateful night, the very walls of Jacqueline's bedroom had borne witness to a horrendous act. Guided by cold intent, Daniel had mercilessly bludgeoned her, then attempted to cleanse his sin with fire. Amid the ash and debris, the investigators uncovered a haunting blueprint of the crime. Daniel's computer told a tale that mirrored the grim reality, a fictional account of a character bearing his name, committing an eerily similar atrocity against his mother. The line between reality and fantasy had blurred ominously for young Daniel. He had immersed himself in violent television dramas, with a particular infatuation for a storyline eerily mirroring his actions. The fiction had become his truth, the storylines his guide. Disturbing snippets from Daniel's past began to unravel, painting a picture of a deeply troubled soul. Tales of voices urging him towards malevolence, erratic behaviors, and inexplicable outbursts began to emerge, revealing a pattern that had been overlooked. In the chilling winter of 2012, the courtroom's somber aura became the backdrop for Daniel's trial. His defense, a flimsy claim of a heated dispute over trainers and lost self-control, withered under the crushing weight of evidence. The grim tale he had penned stood testament to his premeditation, making fiction an accomplice in this gruesome act. Testimonies during the trial painted a perturbing image of Daniel. Tales of his oddities, including defiling his own prized possessions, made one wonder. Had the signs always been there? The pallor of horror was evident on the faces of all present as the tales of his detachment from reality and chilling comments in custody were laid bare. The jury's decision resonated in the heavy silence of the courtroom. Guilty. As victim impact statements echoed in the marble halls, the gravity of the loss bore down on all present. We have lost Jackie, and now Daniel too. Why? Daniel's fate was sealed, life behind bars, with a minimum of 16 harrowing years to reflect upon his grotesque act. And as the sun set on this grim chapter, one couldn't help but wonder about the blurred lines between fiction and reality, and the darkness that lurks within.